These are the Beats Solo Buds, a pair of earbuds with an astoundingly tiny case and a new addition to the Beats lineup. But is it the right fit for you, and would I use them? Let's find out, because this is Tech Today. Okay, we have to talk about the obvious. This thing is insanely small. When I first saw it, I gasped at how tiny it was, especially compared to most other earbud cases. It's 40% smaller than the Studio Buds Pro case, and it's a fantastic option for those who want to avoid having a case take up a ton of space in their pocket. It's also a shocking 32 grams with the buds in the case, and the case alone is just over 20 grams, which is less than an ounce. Yes, less than an ounce! That's perfect for having the case in your shorts while working out or going for a run, since it doesn't weigh it down and, flop around. But one of the trade-offs for that lightness is that it doesn't have an IPX water and dust resistance rating. The actual case itself is not that cheap plastic that you can find out there, but it still doesn't feel premium with a little bit of flex on the lid. This is undoubtedly the inherent trade-off between rigidity, premium feel, and lightness, and it's clear that the goal is a reduced size and weight, so it comes with the territory. There are a few different colors out there: matte black, arctic purple, storm gray, and this fantastic transparent red case that I have here. It's a bit crazy because looking inside the case, you'll see that there really isn't much in there at all. You won't even see a battery in there. The buds interactions are button based and include what you'd expect from an earbud, such as play pause support, answering calls, etc. They do have a volume control with the left earbud turning the volume down and the right earbud turning it up. While the case is small, the buds are normal size, which is nice. Actually, they're bigger than even the Studio Buds Pro, which I can feel when I put them in my ears because I found them more uncomfortable than the Studio Buds Plus for my specific ear shape. Even after trying the multiple other included ear tips, I still felt like I wasn't able to get the seal that I wanted, which resulted in a sound that was less full sounding unless I was actively pushing them into my ears. This is all the result of a larger size earbud. The reason the earbuds are bigger is the battery. They provide a shocking 18 hours of battery life on a single charge, which is unheard of. But if the battery's not in the case, you gotta put it somewhere else. While the battery life per charge is phenomenal, the overall battery life is quite below the industry average. Again, this is the trade-off for weight. Still, this means that once you've used up the battery in the buds, they're dead. You can't put them in the case to get more battery life. You have to charge them again, and you can get an hour of playback from a 5-minute charge, and they've set it up so that you can charge it from your phone using the USB-C cable. That's honestly something that I've yet to see or think about doing before. Connection-wise, it uses Bluetooth 5.3 and it has a fantastic range because of that. It supports Google Fast Pair and the One Touch pairing on iOS, which will also show up in your iCloud account amongst all your other Apple devices. That means that you can switch between your various Apple devices easily. There is support for Find My and Find My Device on both Apple and Android ecosystems, but they're the basic versions based upon your last connection rather than the ultra-wideband-like experience with an AirTag, so you won't get the live up-to-date location data with an augmented reality interface. Since the case doesn't have much in it at all, you do have to hold down the button on the earbud to enter a pairing mode, and you'll hear a chime when you do that. You also have to rely on the Beats app in Android or your iOS settings to see your battery life. The Beats Solo Buds do not have fancy features like ANC or transparency mode, but they do have microphones that Beats said uses machine learning to target your voice and suppress external unwanted noise. So let's find out how well they perform with these objective tests. And here is what the microphone sounds like on the Beats Studio Plus. And if you didn't notice, you'll see some labels around the screen indicating what scenario we're going through. By the way, I don't have a sponsor for this video, so using the affiliate links in the description, leaving a super thanks, or becoming a channel member is greatly appreciated. And here's what the microphone sounds like on the Beats Studio Buds Plus in a nice, quite normal room. Becoming a channel member gives you access to my custom EQs for earbuds and headphones. Here's what the Beats Studio Buds Plus sound like in a simulated cafe environment. How is it performing? It also allows you to hire help and make videos like these for everyone for free, and you can purchase an item or two a month to review. And here's what the Beats Studio Buds Plus sound like in a simulated windy environment with a fan blowing at the microphones. Is it coming in clear, despite the fact that there's wind blowing at the microphones? Let me know. Thanks so much to all of you who support me, even if it's just watching the video and sharing it with others. It's greatly appreciated. How well do you think the microphones performed in those environments? Let me know in the comments. The Beats Solo Buds utilize the same transducer found in the Beats Studio Buds Plus, but the actual sound you hear is more than just the transducer alone. It's the enclosure, the ventilation, if any, the nozzle, the way it's directed in your ear, and in the case of Bluetooth earbuds and headphones, the DSP or digital signal processing, essentially how they tune it to sound. The Beats Studio Buds Plus are the best sounding earbuds that I've heard from Beats. They sound decent, but there are a little bit of issues in the high end that are a touch harsh, but otherwise they are a long departure from the bassy Beats sound that they have a reputation for. So that's a good sign for the Solo Buds, right? Well, that departure from the super bassy sound continues with the Beats Solo Buds, but it goes too far and lacks bass even for an audiophile. What is particularly interesting about the sound is how dark it sounds. This is in contrast to their new Beats Studio Pro and Solo 4 headphones that came out recently, which have too much high end and are rather harsh and shrill, combined with a curious boost in the 800 to 1K range, or the range that sounds like a lo-fi telephone sound. You have a very unusual sounding earbud far from the Beats Studio Buds Plus. I made some adjustments to the sound with a quick custom EQ and wavelet for Android, and it made things a lot better, but the timbre, or how natural it sounds, is still quite odd. It feels papery and plastic-like, almost boxy and distant and hollow in many ways. I have a custom EQ up for channel members, but it's a quick EQ rather than an in-depth extensive EQ, as I just don't think I'll be able to EQ it further to improve it much. Unfortunately, the Beats Solo Buds are one of those earbuds that do not EQ well. Bummer. So are the Beats Solo Buds for you? If you're looking for something incredibly light and small, it's the best option that I know of. I wouldn't pick the Solo Buds if you're looking for something with the best sound quality. If you're looking for something relatively affordable, this is a great option at about $80, but for $20 more, you can get the Nothing Ear 8, which I think is a much better option overall. I wouldn't pick the Solo Buds if you're looking for something with a total battery life of over 24 hours. I would pick the Solo Buds if you're looking for the longest single charge option. 18 hours is pretty wild. If you're looking for something relatively cheap, simple, and easily connected to and swapped between all of your Apple devices, the Solo Buds could be a great option. So are the Beats Solo Buds for me? You can figure that out by now. The answer is no. I care a lot about sound quality on the products I use, and I just don't enjoy using the Beats Solo Buds for their sound. The unnatural timbre that makes things sound hollow and plastic really bothers me. In many ways, it reminds me of the Google Pixel Buds Pro, which I did not like, but without the very harsh buzzing high end that you find on the Pixel Buds Pro. Beyond that, the comfort is truly something that isn't working for me. It isn't sitting in my ear, so I really can't wear it. But fit might be fine for you, as our ears are different, so don't put too much weight in this specific point. At the end of the day, I want you to find what would be the best fit for you and would make you happy. Even if it's not the right fit for me, I hope I've helped you better narrow down what would be the best use of your hard-earned money. So if you do purchase the Beats Solo Buds, please consider using the affiliate link in the description. While Beats provided an early sample for this review, they did not sponsor this video, nor do they have editorial control over it. They are seeing it after it has gone live for you to view. This video does not have a sponsor and is made possible by viewers like you, channel members, those sending super thanks, and those using my affiliate links. I appreciate your support and thank you for watching This Is Tech Today. Until next time.